I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So I'm gonna get right into it, right? We're gonna talk about the Dallas Cowboys versus the Giants game last night. Bottom line, neither team looked good to me. You hear me? You ask me, neither team looked good to me. The Cowboys, what a better team, barely. But the Cowboys are in trouble. First off, let's get to the Giants. Overall, it was a ugly game, sloppy game, etc. Wasn't really an entertaining game. But the Giants are who they are. You know, Daniel Jones. People love to bash Daniel Jones, and I get it. I get it. He's not produced at the high level that I'm sure Giants fans have expected him to produce it. But at the same time, what weapons has he had? What weapons does he have now? Huh? You know what I'm saying? You lose Saquon Barkley. You got Malik Neighbors. But, does Daniel Jones have any real protection? His O-line maybe has, one really good player, a good tackle? But Malik Neighbors, is that enough? What they going to do? Force the balls to Neighbors, which they tried to do last night, almost got him hurt. And that's what's going to happen. Eventually, he will get hurt. Bottom line, no cap, man. He took some shots last night. I mean, he took some real heavy shots last night, huh? And Daniel Jones, he's not the best quarterback, of course. We know who Daniel Jones is. But the Giants, for right now, are stuck with him. Now, if they finish the season 5-6 wins, they'll get a shot at drafting a quarterback. But is it really a quarterback that they should draft, or a spectacular quarterback that you can guarantee will be that franchise future quarterback superstar? Not really. You got Sanders. It's questions about him, though, right? You got the quarterback from Miami. What's his name? Caleb something, right? I think it's Caleb, or so let's get his name right. We know I don't get into all. I'm talking about the quarterback from Miami. So it's maybe a couple you can take a shot on. You got Jalen Milroe coming out of Bama. I'm sure somebody will take a shot on him. But at the end of the day, the Giants are in trouble right now with their quarterback. Similar to Dallas, you kind of stuck with him for the money they chose to pay him, huh? Heavy, though. But the Giants are the Giants. They really have no weapons. Their defensive line is very suspect. They get gashed every game. Secondary facing injuries, and they don't have elite talent. You know what I'm saying? You can question the coaching. Will Dayball be out? What's going on with him, right? But yeah, the Giants just look average, dog. They just look average, man. Daniel Jones, he didn't play a bad game last night. He wasn't atrocious out there. He actually had a solid game as far as stats, numbers, and production. But once again, who does he have to throw to? Then you lose Malik Neighbors, and that's it, dog. Yeah, Malik Neighbors goes out. What's your other option, dog? They don't even have a true 2 receiver, let alone a 3, huh? So the Giants are in a tough spot, a tough space, man. Will they build? Will they rebuild? We will see, dog. We will see. But it's been a long time coming for the Giants. First thing they need to do is identify a quarterback, get them a quarterback, so they can start building a real foundation. Or get Daniel Jones some more weapons in there. Get them some real weapons, dog. But the Giants, they look like an average team. We seen what the Vikings did to them, huh? Nothing spectacular. But funny thing is, does any team look just great in the NFC East? The Eagles, you can say the Eagles are the best team in the NFC East, but do they look like a juggernaut? Do they look dominant? They beat the Packers, but we're going to see who the Packers are Sunday. You know what I'm saying? They struggled with the Saints, right? Yeah, dog. So we're gonna see that they lost to the Falcons. Understand? So it's still a lot of questions about the NFC East as a whole, but the Giants are definitely probably the worst team in the NFC East. But the Giants need a lot of reconstruction. They need a lot of building. They need some superstar players quickly and swiftly, dog. But I'm not shocked. I wasn't shocked at the outcome. Actually, I was kind of shocked at the battle they gave the Cowboys. I'm going to get to the Cowboys in a minute. I didn't expect the game to be that close. But then again, seeing the Cowboys and their roster and their personnel, I understand why they struggle with the Giants, why the game looked sloppy versus the Giants, man. Huh? I understand why it was a close game for the most part. The Cowboys, let's dive right into the Cowboys. They look like an average team, maybe slightly above average team, but they a team that looks like they're in trouble, dog. Are the Cowboys a playoff team? I'm sitting back looking at their roster, at their personnel. I'm seeing some former Vikings. Anytime you got Andrew Booth in your secondary, you are in trouble, dog. You are in trouble. And you seen him get ate up last night early to the point they took his ass out the game, huh? Anytime you got Eric Kendricks, they got Eric Kendricks on the defense, dog. I was like, the Cowboys are in trouble. They lost a lot of players. You got Eric Kendricks starting in your linebacking core. Slow Eric Kendricks. The Eric Kendricks that the Vikings kept too long. Oh, the Cowboys in trouble, dog. You not only have to question their talent, they don't even got speed at certain positions, homeboy. They had cornerbacks out there, second, third, fourth string, facing injuries too. But you throw Andrew Booth out there, your defense in trouble, homie. Your defense is in trouble, dog. Michael Parsons battling, facing injury. Lawrence, their other defensive end, went out, so they're facing injuries as well. Heavy, dog. Now it's going to be even easier for teams to neutralize Michael Parsons. You hear me? But yeah, I saw, I'm like, Eric Kendricks and him, this little Mike Zimmer connection, whatever they did, whatever they have, dog, time for them to let that go. But I'm like, oh, Dallas? Then you see Linval Joseph on the field? Linval Joseph? Come on, man. So Dallas looked like a very slow team to me. I was surprised and shocked. They look like a very slow team, homie. Yeah. They didn't look great at all. And Dallas is in trouble, man. Dallas is in trouble this year, Doug. I don't know if they're a playoff team. Yeah, I don't know if they're a playoff team, just to be real with you. Huh? I don't know if they're a playoff team, Doug. I mean, the offense, no weapons. All you got is CD Lamb. Brandon Cooks don't look the same. He really didn't get open. He had, a couple catches? Who's the tight end? Is the tight end solid? So Dak Prescott, they're in a similar situations as the Vikings were and with Kirk Cousins. Paid this quarterback all this money. Now you're stuck with him. With no room to maneuver, et cetera, et cetera. They also got to have they paid Parsons yet? Who else they got to pay? That's what happens when you pay a quarterback, dog. Was Dak Prescott worth it? Especially with limited weapons, you got to ask yourself, was he worth the payout, dog? Yeah. Offensive side, their offensive line has some questions, right? And everybody's acting like it's a big deal that they beat the Giants. Calm it down. They're talking about how good they looked in certain areas versus the Giants. The rushing game, they're playing the Giants, homie. They're playing the Giants. What are you talking about? What is everybody acting like Dallas Cowboys should get a cookie because they beat the Giants, dog? Barely, homie. Huh? A few balls go this way, that way. They lose that game in New York. Huh? Everybody getting worked up and congratulating them for beating the Giants, one of the worst teams in the NFL, right? Allegedly. Let's calm it down. Who has Dallas beat? What good team, elite team have they beat? They lost to the Ravens. Huh? They lost to the Saints. Come on, bro. Let's calm down with the Cowboys. We see this every year with the Cowboys, dog. Every year. Except this year, they don't even look good during the regular season. They look horrible. They looked sloppy last night. Looked slow at times. No speed on the field for real. Defensive side of the ball is definitely in trouble, homie. And you got Diggs. He seemed like he got nagging injuries. Well, let's calm down on the Cowboys celebrating because they beat the Giants. They should have beat the Giants if the Cowboys are who they say they are. You're in a tough spot, though, man. They got Ezekiel Elliott back there. He's not the same running back. He's not the same running back at all. He has some explosive bursts here and there, but you're starting running back? Come on, dog. Nah, man. Nah. So I wasn't impressed with the Cowboys, but I was shocked at just how slow they looked. The personnel they had on defense. I saw Eric Kendricks out there. I saw Linval Joseph on that front line. I'm like, nah, dog, this ain't going to work for y'all. Then Mike Zimmer. I mean, Mike Zimmer was good when he was good, but Mike Zimmer, I'm sure he's not the same coach. Nah, I'm sure he's not the same coach at all, dog. Heavy, no cap. You know, Mike Zimmer was who he was when he was with the Vikings. But the game has changed. The game has changed. Even a couple, few years he's been out, the game has changed, dog. And we've seen that with the Cowboys defense. They look bad versus the Ravens, bad versus the Saints. So they play one good game, one okay game versus average Giants team, and people want to crown them like they're back. Let's stop it, man. Stop it, dog. We know the Cowboys are in trouble. Cowboys know that the Dallas fans know the Cowboys are in trouble, as well as the NFL, homie. You know, then you pile the injuries up. Yeah, man. Yeah. So it is what it is. That's my opinion on the Thursday night football game. Just ugly game for the most part. Not really entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but some of the personnel that Dallas has, I was shocked, dog. It was very shocking. Like they lost. Who did they replace? I mean, and they're in a spot where they don't damn near have no money to bring in any solid free agents. Huh? And guys are getting older as well. You know, Dallas has had their window. Similar to the 49ers, correct? Is it closing? Homie? Seems like it. The NFC's turning. The ball is turning. The tide is turning, baby. Heavy. And guess what? The Vikings are in the mix. I just had to throw that in there, huh? Oh, yeah. Let's get it. SKOL Vikes, baby. SKOL Vikes. But the NFC East, the best team, definitely probably the Eagles. But is the NFC East the worst division in the NFC this year? The worst yeah, is it? We got to be real about it. I know the Cowboy fans, they love the Cowboys, America's team. But they're in a tight spot. That's what happens when you pay your quarterback. And once again, I ask you, Dallas fans, if you watch this, let me know. Fire them comments up. Is Dak Prescott worth it, dog? Is he worth the guapino, huh? The guapino. Ooh, I'm glad the Vikings got Kirk up out of there, huh? It's what it is, man. So, yeah, look like two average teams. Dallas Cowboys slightly above average. Not impressed. Nobody's fearing or scared of the Cowboys, dog. Period. Bottom line. Heavy. Period, dog. You know? So that's my opinion on it. Let me know how you feel about it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell. Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes forever. Win, lose, or draw, man. Heavy. Yeah.